Hi, Linda Bowen here from stampingwithlinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is Tuesday in Create a Fold, and I'm going to be sharing two of the very special bundles that comes in our new mini catalog. The first one is the Timely Tropical, and it has a matching designer series paper that is called Tropical Oasis, and I'm going to be using this paper. It's got very bright colors to it. Print on one side, but then a monochromatic color on the other side. So this Timeless Tropic has dies that match. Again, as a bundle. Remember, when you purchase as a bundle, it's a 10% discount. I also have the bundle called So Sentimental. It's got beautiful words that match the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And so just a great companion. Each of these dies are stitched. It is a must-have bundle also. So what we're going to do again is a creative fold. I'm going to bring in a piece of soft suede. This measures 4 1/4 by 11, and I am going to bring in my trimmer and I'm going to cut it down to 4 1/4 by 9 1/2. So we're going to put it on a trimmer and cut off that 9 1/2. And then we will be using this piece later on for the flap of this card. It measures 1 1/2 inches, and we will be using it for the flap. I'm now going to take that 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, and I'm going to score it at the 5 1/2 to form my card. I'm next going to bring in a piece of Whisper White. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. We're going to put that to the inside of a card. And then I have a piece of that designer series paper. This measures 1 1/2 by 4. And we're just going to use that monochromatic side, and we're going to put it on the edge of that Whisper White, like so. So now we have a nice little border on the side. I next have another piece of that Tropical Oasis. This measures 3 3/4 by 4, and we're going to place that on the front of our card. Now I realize I forgot to put, oops, got to make sure it's the right way. There we go, so that we have a nice border at the top, like so. I'm going to take that piece of soft suede that I cut off, and we are going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Now, one thing about this flap card, you may want to use sticky strip. I should have applied the flap behind that Whisper White. So I want it to be behind here. So we're going to lift this up. Because I use snail, it lifts up easily. So again, you may wish to use tear and tape. It's entirely up to you. Now that was a really smart move on my part to tape it and then place it on my grit paper. Again, do as I say, not as I do, just like a parent, right? So I'm going to take my glue dots, since I've already put the tape on this side, and I'm going to use glue dots. Again, tear and tape would work much better. So you're going to learn from my mistake by not using the snail, but using the tear and tape. And again, we're just going to place the glue dots there. And then we're going to tuck this underneath that Whisper White that measured 4 by 5 1/4. So now we've got our flap. I'm going to bring in 2 of those stitched So Sweet dies. I've already cut them out with my die cut machine. I'm going to bring in my Mossy Meadow, and I am going to stamp the words from the So Sentimental, and it says, "Your friendship is a blessing." We're going to stamp that right there. Next, what I'm going to do, I have already die cut the palm trees, and I used our new Stays On Saddle Brown ink so that I am able to watercolor. Remember, you want to use a watercolor aqua painter when you are using that Stays On. So I'm just going to go in and add some color to those palm trees. And I'm going to use a glue dot, just to glue dot that to the front of my card. Going to kind of blend that out a little bit more, the green. And then that is going to be placed on that flap, like right there. And again, I'm going to grab a glue dot. I hope that my battery is not running out on my camera. And if it is, I've got the drift of this card, and I will have a picture over on my blog. You want to take that second label, and then we are going to apply that to the back side on this side of the card, so that we cover that up. And there you have it, a nice flap card using that Tropical of stamp set. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.